Make sure everything is in an appropriate position. What good timing, Beanie. Hi. What good timing, Mr. Bean. You come to hang out with everybody and say hello? I did not particularly expect to see him. Let's just do the usual things. A tweet, a Discord, a welcome to those watching live and those watching in the future. And we're going to be working with these two OPIs. Pff. I have beanie fur on my lips. I don't know how. We're going to be working with these two OPIs for what'll be the final water marble of Water Marble March. So, Twitter. There's that. And let's also do the Discord. Since I am a little bit earlier than scheduled. Shocking, I know. Okay, there's the Discord. All good to go. I am early, Amethyst. Hello. Hi, Karen. Hey, yo. Yeah, I'm organized, semi-ish. I'm early. I have a plan. We played around with these a couple tests when we were thinking about doing the lace marble. And I wasn't happy with how that was coming out, so I tested a couple other designs. I would like to see if I can get this small and tight enough to work as a French tip. So we're going to do a little bit of testing with that in mind. And then we're going to get to the manicure. Nails are looking pretty good. This is still, you guys know, pretty short for me, but I've been doing a lot of maintenance filing to kind of just keep them the shape I want and to hopefully keep them from breaking. So, hey son. So yeah, let's grab a couple additional test strips. They are indeed still handy. Hey Momo, you made a stream. How are you? I still feel like I have an eyelash in my eye, you guys, but I'm trying to tough it out. Alright, so and these are just, you can use like whatever little paper you happen to have handy. These are just like little library pickup receipts I happen to have quite a few of. And I just fold them up a little bit so that they're a little bit thicker, and then fold them into the little sections that I use to dip into the cup with. So you have two kind of areas. Nothing too fancy. You can really use whatever you want. Whatever you happen to have handy. Bean! Beanie! Come back to your chair. Come back. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Why are you trying to ditch? Why are you trying to ditch the stream, man? Hey, Ms. Viv. Yeah, I really enjoy live streaming. It's really fun to like some streams I start, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's kind of actually rare for me to have as much of a plan as I have right now. And I also find that it's like a really great distraction when things are going on that I need distracting from. Ah, was that it? Oh my god, please let this not be a recurring theme throughout the stream. Hey kittens. Do you want to come over here? Why are you looking at me like that? Are you expecting a treat because you did what I asked of you? Yeah? Say please to give me a treat? Okay. One treat, Beanie. One little treat. His camera looks a little... There. Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it, man. All right. Yeah, you want this? All right, settle down, Beanie. Let's grab a cup. And I've got my other glass of water from downstairs. Yeah, that should be good. Well, just a tiny bit less. You don't want it too full. Hey, don't be... I feel manipulated. What I was gonna say is I have had a couple occasions where, like, if you overfill the cup, like, you be mindful you have to stick your fingers in there. You don't want a situation where you stick your fingers in there and it overflows. You're not gonna have a good time. Okay, guess we'll use this one. Let's foul the point on this one just a little bit. I feel like it's looking a little bit dull. And I like having a really sharp point to water marble with. Especially this one, because we're going to be working on this spiky swirly design. And that's very precise. There. The feline wiles always work upon me, and now he's like cushy on the bed in the midst of the comforter and my robe. Hey, Mrs. Shrado. Amethyst, I saw your pictures. I love that blue and that green together. That was a surprisingly tricky design. I think always layering water marbles is probably tricky because I swear Thank you for the host, Basenji Lover. I just opened this the other day. I don't know how it's this stuck on here again this fast. Ooh. Oh, that really chewed into the cap. Oh, there we go. Not all nail polish bottles will the cap fit in there. God, this is really just... Why were you so stuck? I mean, it is almost gone, the black. From what I remember of the testing last time, I was working with 6 drops and that was doing pretty well. So that's what I'm going to do this time. And that'll also work out well because if I do what I want to do, I think it's going to be a single finger dip. And, doing single finger dips at 6 drops a cup is really not any different than doing double finger dips at 12 drops a cup. Say all that 3 times fast. Cool. I always appreciate every host. From the small host to the really big hosts. And really big sometimes is all relative too. Okay, so the black is OPI Black Onyx. And this white is OPI Kyoto Pearl. This is also going to be the base color. And we used this as our base color last time too. I was considering putting this design, instead of having it like a French tip, like having it come from the cuticle, but unless I want to pick a different white as the base, I'm kind of reconsidering that because even at multiple coats, this pearl is kind of a little bit sheer. So having the black detailing on the tips will hide any visible nail line that might be showing through. I don't, Miss Viv. On the occasions that it gets thick, I just use my regular polish thinner. But I find that since I try to really keep it topped up, that it doesn't really get thick as often. I have the big, like, I think it's a 4-ounce refill bottle. So as soon as it gets like a third down, I'll just top it off, and that seems to keep it at a good consistency. Raids rub you the wrong way. Why, kittens? I mean, the thing is, hosts and raids to me are a little bit different. But especially late at night, like, I like to raid over all my lurkers. And if it's somebody I know, I'll go and raid and crazy. I mean, I guess your channel's a little bit more relaxed, so it's a little bit different. I would never, well, maybe not never, but generally speaking, I would not raid anybody that I did not consider a friend. Or at least a good acquaintance. Every now and then there's an exception, Amethyst. Like, whenever, like, I used to watch Darby a lot. He hasn't streamed lately, but when he would get like a PB or a world record, he would go and hunt out like some small streamer just, with a handful of views, and he would raid over his, 1,200 people to there. And that's actually how I discovered Jerry's stream, was on one of those raids to a completely unknown person. So yeah, I mean, it really depends. I've also, sometimes it works out well and sometimes otherwise no. Yeah, I like to go and spam, and sometimes, like I said, if it's somebody I know, sometimes I'll just raid over and just say, like, there's not even a raid message, or just to say hello or something. But if I'm raiding Dr. Crotron, you better believe I'm coming in with all the emote spam. Yours showed up as a host Basenji lover. Ms. Viv, the difference is, like, a host would just show somebody else's channel on my channel. You'd still be here in my chat. And a raid would send everybody over to the other person's channel to their chat. Often with an accompanying spam message, as Kitten was saying. Also, hi Dino. Did I say that already? I think I saw your question, but chat is rather popping today, which is lovely. Yeah, it depends too. Like, different situations. Sometimes even a host can result in raid-like behavior. The couple times that Toby's hosted me, the whole goon platoon is coming with the panty emote raid. Yeah, exactly, Amethyst. It's fun to spam. Your type of a stream, Kittens, like, that would not make any sense to come into like the chillest stream and come in like super annoying and assholery. Yeah, I think I have a lot of people newer to Twitch around here because I do come from YouTube, but I guess I'm not really, we need to clean this off a little bit first. Sometimes even when your water is clean, sometimes that first drop doesn't quite want to spread until you clean things up a little bit. I guess I should, let's see. Can I click on my own name and see? Yeah, it's almost my Twitch birthday. When I'll have been on Twitch for 2 years. And, I was watching for maybe a couple weeks before I actually went ahead and made myself a profile. So I guess I'm not a noob anymore. Just, kind of a noob. Yeah, we're doing black and white Dino. We're going to see how this looks. There may get rhinestones involved. So, maybe. Polished Soul, you haven't missed anything, I don't think, other than me folding up some test strips. Let's, there, that's a little better. Now the cup's not cut off for you guys. Not guaranteed, because I really like it. I was showing the tests that we did last time, which we were considering, you know, the lace stuff, but then we did a couple of these tests. So what I'm trying to do is get this skinny enough to go on my nail this way. Well, it would be this way. Like at the, or wait, this way. Like as a, like, we'll see. Let me just, okay. We're not going to be doing it on all sides either, and because I'm going to really want it precisely placed on each nail, I'm thinking it's going to be a 1 nail per cup situation. Oh, come on here. So, given that, and given how this design usually works, super lopsided. This will still be okay though, because we're not going to be going from all sides. We just want enough for like 1 nail. So once we got our spread, we're going to pick a side, like a nice even side, and we're going to draw in, and we're going to draw the swirl, but we want the swirl to be like small and close. Is that too small? Man, it went really crooked too. Something like that, but I want it to be really straight and neat, but only on one side of the cup. You know what I mean? There's no need to. So if we placed the finger in like this, then all this center white would be at the base of the nail, leaving just this as an accent at the tip. But the problem is, of course, didn't I discover the opposite thing, that if I drew in the swirls first and then tried to do the center, oops, I waited too long to do another test in this, that then the swirls went crooked? Of course, maybe that would work. Let's try that again. Like, see, this one got kind of pointy, but it was getting kind of dry. Maybe we can do that if it's wet. Yeah, Beanie was being a buddy. Still is. I mean, he's right there. He's literally right there. Wait, how did I do what, Momo? Yeah, my whole thought was, I mean, I have enough. I mean, on one hand, it would make a lot of sense to go on YouTube, but on the other hand, so much of YouTube is, I feel like, out of your control. Plus, the live community, the couple times that I've, like, tried to watch live stream on YouTube, it just doesn't feel the same to me as Twitch. Like, it's, I don't know how to even to explain it. It's, like, weird. But on the other hand, I mean, the people that I'm, like, friends with are all on Twitch, so maybe if I had friends on YouTube, it would be a little bit different. Yeah, so many people I've like introduced, and now I like run into you guys in other streams. That's always, I have to admit, a little bit satisfying. Hey, Befflor. Okay, we're gonna try that again. We're gonna try drawing in the swirls first and then the spike, and see if that helps or if it makes weird shapes. Because, I mean, that's just what it's all about. Like, we just want the cleanest, nicest shapes. And small. Small, clean, nice shapes. And I'm doing a little bit of a lean here, I just noticed, so hopefully I'm not drying it out. Alright, let's... I feel like those are very, very faint, and they're very, very close, and I feel very doubtful that this is gonna Oh. It's kind of faint though. I kind of want the curls like more. Well, see on the on the dip, I actually can see the problem though. See how right next to the spike, it's like not a curve. It's like, let me change the focus here. Because autofocus, well, let's give autofocus a chance. Oh, almost autofocus. Almost. There. Almost. My new webcam. You guys. There. See how right next to the spike they're like not round, they're like squared off? I don't like that. I don't like that. So that's an ixnay to the draw on the spirals first A. Oh, okay, well, good. And I may be missing a few chats. I apologize. Oh, the strips. Yeah, they're just a folded up piece of paper and then like a fold so that it goes, like cup width of a fold on each side. Like little elf butts. It could be a butt too, yeah. Just leave out the spike and it would look like a butt. Not to make it look like a butt, but I do kind of want to try it without the spike. Even though the spike was part of what I really wanted to highlight, but I kind of want to try it without the... Okay, let's try this. We don't want to test too much or we'll run out of black. This black is so empty, I have to pick it up and hold it sideways to get enough polish to drip. It's kind of absurd. Okay. So, what if we just, like, strictly... They're not even. That's a little better. What if I did like this? That's not going to properly fit the way I want it to, though, but I kind of want to... Let's dip it out and see how it looks. Yeah, like they're pretty straight. I wonder if I could... I don't think my nails are quite long enough to fit like this whole shape, this like teardrop shape on, like from here to here. Unless I make the like... I definitely don't want to do more drops of polish because otherwise our center is going to get not pearly. I am. I thought, did I have a bottle that I could like combine with it? Is this black? No, that's blue. I think I have another bottle. The thing is, I feel like I have another bottle somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, you know what? Is it in here? That would be so good. That would be so good. That would be too much to ask for. Nope, it's not in there. So... I kind of remember having a little bit of this problem with as far as the spike when I was doing the red one. I just need to be a little bit carefuler with more carefuler with how I'm drawing. Stick this over here to dry. sparkly. We're just doing some testing, and then we haven't gotten to the nails yet. Nails are still naked. I'm trying to do the, I don't even know, I don't think I even gave this design a name. I mean, I didn't make it, so I don't know that I have the right to name it. I mean, I guess I could call it whatever I want to call it when I do it. But this kind of swirly, spiky design, I mean, if I just really would like to get it clean enough to do the idea that I had in my mind. Whoa. Maybe I need to make less of a spike to start. And we are sitting here with super low black polish, so I don't want to do like too much testing because I need it for the actual manicure. I did not promise rhinestones. I mentioned that they were a possibility. Let's go over here. Like, now what if I just do like that much? And then do like that. Y'all. That's it. Can I do that again? Is it too sticky already? Like just a tiny small spike. It's too sticky. Too sticky to practice one. Well, that's actually, God, look how different they look. Why are they so different? It's because of how I drew the horns. God, which one's better for a French tip? I mean, this one's kind of straighter and cleaner. This one's kind of like a whole different shape that I had not even considered, but now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like it. What do you guys think of that? Well, okay, so my thought was that the curves would be sized to place a rhinestone inside of them. Or possibly on the tip. Like the tip of the point. Possibly. Now, at this size, I think this is too small to fit a rhinestone inside of there, and certainly this one is not going to work for that. In fact, these really didn't turn all the way into, like, curls. Yeah, I mean, I was looking really close. I mean, it's super precise. You also, like, I mean, when I have the point, I mean, I'm not dipping in the water. I'm dragging across the surface. The more drag you have, the more the rings will move. I mean, and you can see kind of too some of the drying, because I was just sitting there oogling at this one, because this is exactly what I thought I wanted. But I mean, we have one more spot of testing, so I'm definitely going to test that again. But this, okay, so the placement would be like on the tip of my nail. Wait, no, on the tip of my nail. On the tip of my nail. So like the spike coming in like this. Like, would I want to go, I would not probably want this black ring. I would get this part of the spike, just this little black drag in the middle, but not actually that part of the ring. I'd dip to like there, I think. I mean, the other thought, of course, would be that coming from the cuticle, but I already explained why I don't want to do that. Yeah. Yeah, this also, of course, I mean, like, could, like coming down into the nail, like a reverse chevron angle kind of thing. This one is really more like what I pictured, though. I kind of wanted the spike coming up more instead of being even with the curls. But maybe I can accomplish that. Okay, last test, you guys. Last test. Oh my fuck. God damn it, what the hell? How did I even do that? Shit. There's polish all over me. The stem flew out of the bottle and in my lap and then landed on the floor. In fact, actually, did I wipe that off well enough? I think I got all cat hair off it. God damn it. There's like... I mean, these are not like good pants or anything. They're just like a pair of leggings that are comfy to wear. But like, I'm trying to damage control and get this polish off. God, I can't believe that happened. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, if only it were actually that easy. This is the only time I've ever swirled anything that actually looked like a letter. God. Well, hopefully that's our one spill for the evening. Oh. I feel so like... Oh, no. Oh. I mean... It wasn't really a disaster, but I mean, like, every drop of the black is precious. Yeah, it was the black. Oh. We'll be okay. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Say it enough and it might turn true, boys and girls. Alright. So, our dual mission is to perfect each of those two designs. So, on this one, we want a short draw. What is that sound? Like that. Now what if we also... Can I draw through here again? Like that. Okay. Number 2. What if we... Oh, I can see this one would be very tricky to keep straight and consistent. No. That one would be really tricky. Let's dip. This one, though, that's what I want. This one is a little bit too big. This would fit on my thumb, but I want to keep it more like that size. But drawing the spike out like that, like drawing it and then drawing it out a little bit further, I think that worked well. So concludes our testing portion of the stream. No, it's not liquid leather, it's black onyx. This is not something you can do with every single polish. We've had a lot, like even the OMGs and stuff, like this clean of a draw, this like straight silky movement, like that's just something that you're not going to get out of every polish. It's just not happening. Beanie is snoring. Oh, I've got an itch. The swirl's an accent to conserve black? No, we're doing this on every nail. We're doing it as a French tip. Like that. So I want to dip it in like, oh, that's, hopefully I'll be able to aim this. We're only going to be doing one at a time, so it should be fine. You think you stop? I mean, my heart like skipped a beat because I didn't understand what was happening. Like, of course, like if you spill anything, that's always just like a moment of panic because it's like, oh my God, even though as I've demonstrated, like when I know something's about to spill, okay, we'll do another demonstration. Like if you're water marbling, in fact, I should clean this water off while I'm at it. If you're water marbling and the top is on, like open, but on, and you knock over the bottle, it doesn't start gushing nail polish. But when you do that accidentally, your panic brain can't comprehend that. And it's like, oh my God, I knocked over bottle polish. Please hurry. No, gods, please. Too fast. Don't spill. Go. And that's what you know, what's going on. But really, it's not an emergency. It still freaks me out because it's like, but that, like, I literally did not understand what was happening. Like, I understood, but I was like, how did that happen? Like, I literally, it was open. I picked it up and the thing, like, jumped out. It jumped. Okay, we'll put this one also over here to dry. We'll dry off the Miracle Mat from any little spills. And kitchen luck. I'm trying to debate, like, we haven't been live that long, but I kind of think I should take a potty break before I start. Because it's going to be a 10 dipper, so that's going to, yeah, I should probably take a break. Because, 10 cups is going to take a while. So, let me find you guys some music. I'm only going to be gone about, like, 5 to 10 minutes. And while I'm gone, you can listen to the wonderful, familiar tones of Kevin MacLeod's Unwritten Return. Yeah, I mean, that's a lesson I think I have learned. Lots of lessons I've, like, learned and, like, still, like, want to rebel against, but yeah, exactly, kittens, if you need your own snack break, drink break, potty break, now is the time, and thank you so much in advance for your patience. Sometimes the mute button is unreliable. Let's see here. Are we still? Yeah. My computer sounded like it was working hard for a minute. I was hoping we had not dropped any frames, and it looks like we're good. So, also very important when streaming, ooh, everybody's got such good snacks. I confess I did not eat a proper dinner before I started. I thought about it and I just wasn't really very hungry. Let's get in a little bit closer here. And I figured I could grab something after stream. So, as usual, prepping with a little bit of acetone before we get started, just to make sure everything is completely clean, completely dry before we get started. Oh my god. I mean, does she drive a real car like that too? Some people are always like that. I forget who it was, like some aunt or something, and my mom said her method of driving was literally put her blinker on and then 1, 2, 3 go. Like without actually like looking to see if there's room for you to go. There's a lot of bad drivers out there. I like this length as far as a short length goes. Like, I can still do most things I want to do nail art wise, but they're also short enough that I'm, knock on wood, not breaking them all the time. Every now and then I've had a couple, but considering that it's like just barely not winter anymore, like the snow is almost all gone here, except for in a few like, you know, shady spots or where there were big old piles. Today it was almost 70. Although, I mean, it's not going to stay doing that. But like 50s and 60s are normal now. So, should be like less dry. And less tough on my nails. Why did you expect are my things not updated? I should be updated. And we're not doing Hollow tonight, Luke. Don't encourage Dino. But welcome. Not attentive. Yeah, that's kind of a requirement for driving anything. Oh my god. Well, because you probably thought, oh, she's not possibly going to just run me into this pole. Alright, let's get the ready for takeoff out. Well, I mean, it's already out. Let's get it unscrewed and opened and things. What is... I was like, what is that little rough piece? It's how... Look how tore up the cap is now that I've had to use that thing to open it 2 times. Like, that's how hard it had to bite in there to get a grip to open the goddamn thing. Oh, okay. Okay. Where'd the good test go? We're going to be doing this on the tips of my fingers. Like that. Yeah, that makes it look like it's just perfect size. Just... The angle I'm looking at it is not the same angle as it is in the camera, so that's why I'm like, wait, what? But yeah, I think this is going to be really good. And I already have the camera mounted today, so I don't even have to like jostle y'all all around while I attach it to the thing. We're just ready to go. Starting off with clean, dry nails, we're going to begin with a base coat. And I'm using Ready for Takeoff, which is a peel-off base. You can use whichever is your personal favorite. I like almost started stumbling over what I say literally every video there. I was like, wait a minute, what am I going to say here? Because I was distracted by how low my ready for takeoff is, because I keep forgetting to combine it with the other mostly empty bottle. I should do it right now. Well, not like right now. Like once I'm done applying my base coat. Like it's so hard. I'm like barely getting enough to even do a nail. It's like I gotta turn the bottle like completely damn sideways. It's as bad as the black, except I don't have an extra hand to pick up the bottle. Alright. And this will be actually the ninth design for the month, which means that I met and exceeded my goal, because my goal was 8. Which like wasn't a super like aggressive goal or anything. But I didn't want to like burn out, and I didn't want to like overload people on videos either, especially with, the live streams to go with every tutorial. I think getting like 2 or 3 manicures done a week is pretty good. Like as far as like a production rate. Because it lets me like stick to just uploading 1 video a day. Like during 12 days of Christmas, I was having to upload 2 videos a day to account for the testing streams. And I mean like the extended tutorial part of the stream too, as well as the edited tutorial. Because I know there are some people who definitely like both, and definitely some who prefer one over the other. Like there are probably some people who watch tutorials who just never consider watching the live stream of it, because like just don't have the time or the interest or whatever. Okay, let's combine these 2 partially empty bottles. So let's put that right here. And then I'll have to see if I have like another like actual bottle somewhere, or if it's time for me to reorder, which may be the case. Splooge. I mean, pour. Ew, that was chunky. What was that? Maybe I shouldn't have just poured this in here. Oh well. Just leave you right there. Yeah. Of course, because they know it's unintentional. I think I hear Bean coming back, so let's make his chair available if he wants to be not an asshole for us. And I'm gonna be done combining these. I mean, like, there'll be a little bit of residue in the other one, but like as soon as my nails are dry, then I'll probably move on. Hi, buddy. You gonna stay in your chair? Says maybe. A one single kibble of Clark's dinner ended up in the water dish. And he was so adorable trying to figure out how the hell to get it out of there. Oh. So they could just eat from the bowl right next to it, but they're choosing to eat the spilled ones. You can't come in my lap. You waited too long. I've got wet polish now. Sorry. The intelligence in his eyes when I tell him no, and he's like, excuse me? Did you just tell me no? Yeah, I think we're about ready here. The thing is, what to do with this like empty bottle? I should leave it here so I remember to do something, because otherwise the brush is going to turn completely unusable like the last time. Now this is a much more reasonable amount of ready for takeoff in here. I mean, it's still pretty low, but it's like half a bottle. There are a couple weird chunky bits in there, but I guess that'll just encourage me to order some more sooner rather than later. I don't think you can't even see them on camera. I'm not sure if you could see them when I was pouring either, because I was looking at what I was pouring instead of like the camera so that I didn't completely spill things. Floor seasoning. Hey, wait a bitty. You are in time. We just completed base coat. We're going to be working on this little monochrome accent as a French tip. And I'm pretty excited about it. I hope it turns out on my nail like I'm thinking. I think we'll probably do like 2 coats of the pearl, and then the marble will be a 3rd coat, and hopefully that will be mostly opaque. I hope. And like I said, the French tip marble part should hide any visible nail line. So the colors that I'm going to be using today are from OPI. This is Black Onyx, and this is Kyoto Pearl. I'm going to be using Kyoto Pearl as my base color, and then I'll be protecting around my nails using liquid latex and tape. I love this pearl. I'm not sure if they still make this pearl, actually. But if they do, I would recommend it. It adds like a really pearly, glow to whatever you're using it for. We've used it as a base color a couple times this month, and it water marbles really nice. So would recommend. Certain colors, I mean, I have like a lot of polish, obviously, but like this one seems to perform better than other similar pearl whites. I don't know, maybe it's just how we've been using it. Like if I had my Orly black out, maybe the Orly pearl would be just as nice and cooperative. I've got a muscle twitching in my shoulder also right now, just FYI. Thought I'd share it, and it's kind of making it hard to concentrate and keep my strokes even. Like it's like you know, like not a Charlie horse, but like when your muscles just be twitching. Yeah, what is those little bubbles? Must have been little goobly bits in the base coat. So I guess the bottle I was using already had its own little oogly bits. See them right there? Oh well. Minor. Hey Megan. Yeah, sometimes, son, it really is frustrating. I've been having okay luck with it lately. Ninja. Yeah, Twitch is on Twitch. Come to Twitch to watch me twitch live. Ninja, why is my shoulder muscle randomly twitching and spasming? SSD Ninja is a doctor. If anybody has any random medical questions they would like to spring on him. Come on. You said the guy you're on rotation with is like not even teaching you anything. So we got to keep you sharp. All right. Yeah, super smart Dr. Ninja. The googling intensifies. Super snazzy doctor. I mean, the possibilities really are endless. But that's what happens when you put random letters in your name. Like, I've had people, you know, who don't know, like, make up things for what they think MSLP stands for, too, so. All right, we'll give this just a minute, and then we'll go in with a second coat. I mean, it really is that pearly and reflective. It's beautiful, but I mean, as you can see, it's a lot of visible nail line there. The reflections like mask it, but you can definitely tell like where my tips are. Super smexy. Super Saiyan. That at least sounds good, Ninja. I'll take it. Wait a minute. What is this emo Pasinji? Pug salute. Oh, it's a pug. That is adorable. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Bean settled down where he did and didn't go back on the bed. Oops, mic cam. All right, let's get the second coat on here. And it doesn't have to be like super perfect. The final coat from the water marble should even everything out. And then, of course, after that, Seche Vite will work its magic. But I think having a nice level of opacity in this case will help. I mean, I could have used a regular white as the base. I think I still would have needed at least 2 coats to get opacity, because most whites are just, that's the way it is. And wouldn't have as much of that pearly glow if it was just a pearly sheen over a plain white base as it would be with 3 layers of pearly sheeniness. It's like pearly sheeniness exponentially increased. You know, I wonder how this would just look over some colors too. Like it's not super sheer. Like I wonder how this would show up over red or like black. I should maybe make a note of that. We got lots of things to do once Water Marble March is over, you guys. I have a lot of stuff that I've kind of been putting off. Hopefully I made notes of most of it, because otherwise, I mean, I get so many ideas that it just gets hard to keep track of them. But I know I noted down at least a few of them for us to cleanse our palette after so many water marbles. And there's like actually a lot of water marbles we didn't get to that I am kind of sad about. I definitely want to revisit that veil technique, making flowers with the veil technique, especially since I found my dappen dish, and see if we can get some really small flowers out of that. Maybe change it to be like a cherry blossom idea rather than the original poppy idea. That could be cool for spring. Because, like I mentioned earlier, it's been really nice here. Spring is definitely in the air. You have a test tomorrow but don't want to study? I mean, that's what Twitch is here for, Ninja, for you to procrastinate. And also for you to have your study software open on your other monitor. Do you have 2 monitors? To have your study software open in a secondary window on your monitor. Yeah, Bean will watch Hollow Knight with me sometimes. He'll crawl up in my lap and he'll be like, especially like Watcher Knights bouncing around like a ball. I mean, it all depends on the polishes, son. I really wanted to use these while we're sitting here waiting for this to dry. Well, I suppose I could be doing like my protection. But I'm just going to pull one of my other tests, for example. Like, the blue and silver turned out really good. But, like, just look at the lines and see how they're not as straight and smooth. Like, they've got some wiggle and weirdness to them in different places. Where's another good example of that? Ooh. I was just trying to point out this little weird spot on that one. God damn it. I gotta fix this. I saw something really pretty today on Instagram in purple. It was like textured layered stamping. I want to do more stuff with stamping too, because people seem to really like it. The veil technique is where you dry the polish on the surface and then you pinch it and it turns out like this. And we did a little bit of testing, and these turned out pretty cool. But the problem is I like show you my thumb, like these are way too big to fit on my nails. But they're cool. And I definitely, it has potential. Like if I just use like parts of the flower, or there's a solution, but it's definitely gonna take some testing. Like more testing, I would say, even than a regular water marble, because I'm not like as familiar with this technique. And after I did this, I just have not been in the mood to mess with it. So we haven't gotten any more tested. Yeah, I know, Ninja. That's why I said that. I mean, I'm not playing a cool old school RPG, but I could if you wanted me to. I want to. I have two ready to go. I'm stuck on Hollow Knight. Ooh, I forgot to close that. Sorry. Sorry for the bleepity bloopity. Everything else knows. What changes? I didn't make any changes. What? Gmail, you can kiss my ass. Go away. Okay. I was reading. Oh, Tetris. I need to get a Tetris. Yeah, we've had that happen too, Mrs. Shredo. Our lilacs are starting to bud out, and I had the same thought. Was supposed to get warm, but now you could have snow. Ew. A super boring plain color. Plain colors could be nice too. I mean, we've got like plain colors just laying around, like, plain. There's nothing wrong with plain. This is actually not showing as not how not plain it is on camera. This is actually a hollow. All polishes are created equal. Well, that's maybe not true. How about a time and place for every polish? I should put that on a t-shirt. String thing? I don't know that. Now I'm tempted to find it and turn it off for Beanie, except for he's completely sleeping. See? High five for the plain polish. Thank you, Witty Bitty. Yeah, I like them. I really like how they turned out, but I mean, like, something has to change to make this fit on my nail. I thought maybe I could pull them out of the water and like cut them into pieces, but it's such a weird flippy floppy thing. I think this is the one we tried to pull out. Oh, we used a stamper. And then I was thinking I could possibly cut it, but like it's just very difficult to work with. I'm not giving up on it. I just, meh. Reciprocal gradients. I should do a reciprocal gradient once we're out of March. Well, Megan, you just got to hang around and watch and learn. No, plain manicures are fine too. I mean, I know a lot of people watch and never do nail art but are fascinated by it or whatever, but plain is definitely, I mean, like this would be a really classy little manicure. I would probably do like one more coat of the white because in person I can see my nail line. But just a freaking plain white manicure? I don't think that's boring. I mean, even like, to me, probably like the most boring thing would just be like, pink. Just like a super traditional color, but just like a basic color. I do occasionally have plain manicures. Oh, no, we were talking about, somebody asked what a veil marble is. So this was an example. Where I just did my base color and I'm kind of waiting for it to dry because I already nicked it one time and had to patch it. I should get onto the protection though. I should, because it's pretty dry now. I got distracted by chat. Imagine that. Pink is some people's favorite. Well, shit, look at me. Okay, I'm sitting here in a pink shirt. I think it's just, when I was growing up, pink was so like commonplace and there were just so many dang pinks, and when I started wanting like other colors, I got a little bit irritated with the pinks because it's like, God damn it, I don't even care about your goddamn pinks. Like, just give me a purple. And now, of course, it's like easy to find. And I actually do. I mean, I have a lot of pinks in my collection too. Go for it, son. Heck yeah. And veils, son, they're not as messy as water marbles because the polish is dry when you dip your finger in. I would recommend like some yellow stopper or some bonder or something to stick it to your nail, but you don't need to do protection around the outside. It won't stick to your skin. Okay, we're going to protect around our nails. We are using tape as well as latex because you get the best of both worlds. You get your nails not sticking together to each other, and you get knuckles that can actually bend. And this latex, my Amazon latex body paint, is still just so nice. Like the consistency of it and everything, it's not getting gross, it's not getting weird, it's not, whatever. I haven't had to refill it yet, but I do have some little syringes, so it shouldn't be as much of an ordeal this time to refill it as it was last time, when I was just like, oh, let me just use this little funnel. But like something that's as thick as latex doesn't really want to just like smoothly flow through a funnel. Just FYI, in case anyone was wondering. You try that, you might gonna have a bad time. So just right along the side of the nail on each side. And then latex around the cuticle and over the knuckle. And I have been going like further up my knuckle lately because otherwise it can tend to get messy. But I don't think I really need to get into it this time because it's always a little bit easier and neater dipping like one finger at a time than it is when I dip two fingers at a time. Oh, come on, tape. I've had this, oh my God, tape dispenser so long. Like the teeth that you cut the tape off on feel like they're getting really dull. Like, where do you go to get that sharpened? Or is there like a life hack? How to sharpen your tape dispenser. I don't know why I said it in that voice. I should have said it like Billy Mays. Alright, we're almost done with this hand. Only sad thing about doing single dips, you guys, is we won't have another opportunity to try the double thumb dip. It's perhaps my favorite takeaway from this water marble march. Saves like a whole cup of work. And once again, we'll get to have the purely aesthetic visual pleasure of matching nails and latex, because this latex dries to a pearl finish. You can see like when it's wet, it's just kind of, but over here on the pinky it's starting to get shiny. Beef jerky and nachos with cheese dip already. Was it the, I think the first time I used it, in chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think was the bronze gradient. The bronze gradient that we turned into the, oh, I'm still recording here. That we stamped over a few days later. So that was before Water Marble March. So all of Water Marble March, I'm trying to see like the shadow. It's down to like here. Like it applies thinly, so you don't use a whole lot. And let me like open up so you guys can see in the neck. Like, Simply Peel, the neck would just get like really gross. There's a little goober in the cap there. But like if you look inside the neck into the bottle, there's nothing like, I felt like sometimes like I'd look down in my Simply Peel and it would just be like congealing all in there. I would get that out of the neck, except I have severely misplaced my pointed tweezers, and I hope I didn't like accidentally throw them away. I'm extra frustrated about it actually because I thought I lost them, and then I literally remember seeing them on my desk and going, "Oh, there they are. They're safe." And then like later that same day, could not find them again. And this was like several days ago now. And I mean, my desk is always a disaster. And maybe they just got knocked down into like no man's land over here. Like this whole... There's just like shoe boxes of polished shit that need to get sorted through. I don't know how it would make it quite that far over there, but stranger things have happened. So all we're left with is like these, and I don't think these are quite small enough to fit down into the neck. But these are good enough to help me remove the latex, so there is that. I should, of course that wouldn't really work. I should invent that. I should invent like a keychain of tweezers. You could have like 2 or 3 different kinds of tweezers all on a little keychain so that you wouldn't lose them. With sparkly. You might be willing to hear me do a whole tutorial in the voice of Billy Mays. Maybe I should do an April Fool's tutorial. Hi guys, it's Colette. Today on My Simple Little Pleasures, we're going to be doing a water marble. But wait, you haven't heard the best part. You can dip both your thumbs at once in this water marble technique. Okay, I don't think I could do it. I couldn't do a whole tutorial. Oh my god, it's exhausting. Oh, so Krista, I have done tutorials on the veil technique. If you look, the one actual nail art design from last Water Marble March is a white base with a black veil over it. I think it's just called the veil technique. And if you look back around 4th of July, I did veils with hollow polish to act as fireworks. So there are I don't know when I'm going to get to more practice on that, but I do have like 2. You had your TV muted and could still hear them. I'm missing a cat. That happens to me sometimes with Bean, especially for outside. He's really good though. I've trained him to respond to, "Where's Beanie?" And he'll like poke out of the garage or whatever, like, "Here I am, don't worry." Okay. We're all shiny, y'all. Completely dry and pearly. Super pretty. All right. So, I never took that off. Was cleaning the surface and never removed it. There we go. Okay, so I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I want it to go well. I don't want to sit here and have to do like 85 takes. I mean, maybe that's an exaggeration, but last time. No, it wasn't last time. Was it the coral? We had some issue. We've had several times during Water Marble March. We've had somewhere of like, we've done all the testing. I think I know what I'm doing, and I get to the tutorial, and the polish is just like, nope, bitch. Yeah, I don't know. Luca must have been sleeping too. He's always good for a good clip. I think Luke is the one that clipped the Jeopardy whistle, which was also a really good clip. Oh, Mrs. Shado got it. Hell yeah. Oh, and if somebody wants to !Discord, in case we have anybody new that's not part of Discord, everybody's free to join. Everybody's free to post and share their nail polish and pets and food and things. No, never resist. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. It's so fun after stream to go look and see, because like once I'm done streaming, after like, I don't know, it depends on the length of the stream, Twitch will show me a little summary, and it'll show the clips that were created during stream, and it is hilarious to like go back and look at them. I hate having this nervous feeling when I'm about to start working on a manicure. Like, what is sticky here? Like, I'm expecting it to fail, even though we just tested it and we know it works. Yeah, should I have a... I wonder if I should have a clip command. So basically, now if you're on mobile, this might be a little bit different. I'm not a huge fan of the mobile app, except in dire circumstances. If you're on desktop, like down at the bottom of the player, like that area, you'll see your little gear. You'll see like your theater mode or full screen option. You'll see a little thing that's like one of those things. What are those things even called? You know, the movie directors and shit use. Dr. Crotron. Oh, you're in LA. Dr. Crotron, you just missed my fabulous Billy Mays impression. But if you click the little thing, it'll create a clip. It'll grab like the previous, I don't know, a little bit of previous time, and you don't want to click it too fast or you might miss like something else that happens. But once it'll open a new tab, and then it'll have a little thing that you can slide, so it defaults to like 30 seconds just before you clipped, but you can also move it around. You can make it a little bit shorter. You can make it, I don't think you can make it longer than 30 seconds, or you can't make it longer than a minute. Anyway, you can move it around a little bit. You can give it a funny name, and then you publish it or save it or whatever it says, and then it gives you a URL, which all the URLs are also, generally speaking, hilarious. And that's how you make a clip. I couldn't instantly think of anything that was catchphrasey enough to do in my excellent Billy Mays impression. Buzzbot, that's perfect. Figured out how to get in the linen closet. No. Probably thought he would found a new comfortable spot. No, the clapper is the thing that turns off your lights for you, Amethyst. If that thing is also called a clapper, that's just not right. I feel like it ought to have a more professional name than that, like the... I don't know. Gonna get a little bit more acetone here. Then we're gonna take a deep breath. Hold it for the whole time that we're doing it and cross our fingers at the same time, and then we're gonna do a water marble. No. God, I'd pass out. That would not be a good thing. Let's not pass out. Let's instead have a drink of water. That's odd. Do you already have a Discord account, Sparkly? Did somebody put it in the chat or I missed, or did you try the... Yeah, this one. It should be... Let me see what happens if I open it. Of course, I'm already part of my own one. I would say try it again. Because it takes me to a thing that says it's an invite, which I'm not going to accept because, I mean, I'm already in there. Or try... Well, of course, the one down in my profile, I think, is the same link. I don't know why that would be, though. If anybody else does... Or if there's anybody else in chat that is not part of Discord and wants to test it, just to tell me if there's something wrong with the link, because I can't see anything wrong with it. Even when I mouse over it, it says Discord invite for my simple little Discord. And it's supposed to be non-expiring, so that should not be the problem. Get out of there. There we go. Oh... I would not discount mobile being the problem. I really down talk mobile. Half my problems are probably because I'm still sitting here on a 5.5-year-old phone. So don't mind me. I'm a bitter old woman who doesn't want to pay to upgrade her technology until she absolutely has to. Beanie, really? Okay. We're just gonna get started. If we get a bad one, that's fine. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. 8.5 of 10. All right, let me not. Don't want to be jostling the desk as much now that we're. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay. Here we go, you guys. As usual, I'm working in a 5-ounce paper cup filled with room temperature filtered water. I'm only going to be using 6 drops for this water marble, which is kind of a low amount, but I want to make sure that the ring in the center is very large and that it's also very clean, that it's all the pearly white and isn't bleeding any of the black from the outer rings. So that's our last drop. I'm going to let that finish spreading. And then I'm going to pick what looks like the cleanest side, or at least an even side, to start drawing in my design. I'm going to start right here, I think. I'm going to go ahead and draw in just a little short point. Then on each side, I'm going to draw in a tight, small swirl. And then I'm going to draw through the center again just to slightly pull out that point and make sure it comes to a really neat point. I'm just going to be dipping one finger at a time, and I'm going to line this up so that it goes on somewhat as, you know what, I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't have enough. What is it I don't like about it? It doesn't look like the other one. It doesn't, oh, I see what I did wrong. It doesn't have enough, it doesn't look enough like M. It doesn't have this, can you guys see this? These little valleys. Like, see here? What did I do wrong exactly? Oh, now you're too sticky for me to practice. I think I gotta just, I need to come in from a little bit farther out, I think. Okay. We're going to have to take 2. Ooh, can you guys hear that siren? Must be 9 o'clock. Time for teenagers to get home in Robbinsdale. Yes, Sakrista, I can absolutely feel that. I'm not 2 blocks, I'm maybe 3 to 4 blocks. I can see the helipad out my window. Like right over there. Yeah, I hate the fact that, like, my phone is too old to run things properly. Like, I don't have enough I don't have enough room to upgrade my OS so that I can run current versions of apps. It's a huge hassle. Because, of course, they won't let you use an external card to install the OS on. Oh, boy. See, what you do, Sparkly, is you turn that shit on before you go to bed tonight. It wasn't horrible. I almost dipped it, and then I was like, something, I don't like it. Yeah, I'm not in Minneapolis, but so I'm like 4 blocks from the Parkway, and on the other side of the Parkway, it's Robbinsdale, and they have a curfew siren. All right, let's try that again. Plus, you guys know, I really like the one that's for the tutorial to be, like, as intended, like, clean. All right. Everything, please stop shaking. As usual, for a water marble, I'm working in a 5-ounce paper cup filled with room temperature filtered water. And for this water marble, I'm only going to be using a total of 6 drops. It's kind of a bit less than I usually would use, but I want the center circle to be quite large, and I also want it to be very clean without any bleeding of the black ring next to it. So using a little bit fewer drops. And we're only going to be dipping 1 nail per cup here. So once that center drop has finished spreading, I'm going to look and pick a nice even side of the bullseye. Then I'm going to draw in a little spike like that. Then on either side, I'm going to draw in a little swirl like this. And then I'm just going to draw through the center again to make that spike a little longer and make sure that it's fairly even. A part of me wants to nitpick this one, but I am going to go ahead and use it. I'm placing this as a French tip, so I'm going to put this one on my thumb because it's a little bit wide. I'm aiming my thumb just past this black ring, trying to center that spike on the nail, and then go ahead and dip in. With my orange stick, I'm going to clean up the excess polish. And then I'm going to slowly pull my nail out. And there's the water marble. So, I like to use a tweezer to help me remove the protection. Let's go ahead and grab that tape, carefully peel it on the side, and also pull up that latex. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my nails, and then I'll be finishing cleanup around the edges with a small brush dipped in acetone. I'm not thrilled. I'm not super displeased. You know, I'm sorry, you guys are a little bit off center there. I'll fix you once I'm done with this cup again. Whoa. This is a weird bullseye. I'm going to see if I can still make it work. Like, I just wanted it to be, like, flawlessly even, but I know that's, like, kind of unrealistic. So, I'm trying to just accept it. I mean, it still looks pretty freaking cool. Alright, I think I'm going to go over here this time. I'm just looking for, like, the thinnest, most even part of the bullseye. Whoa. Carefully. Like that. Okay. I think we're just going to go like this. Oh, there's a hair on here. The hardest part of this is trying to make sure that it's at least, generally speaking, centered. Ooh, that was dry. Did you see how it kind of, like when I dipped in, it just, my nail didn't go right through, like it drug the whole thing down with it. It's because I stood there looking at it for so long, it did get kind of dry. It should be fine. Sometimes that can lead to more bubbles, though. That's not too bad. What do you guys think? I'm kind of... It's doing what I wanted, but it also, at the same time, is like not as precise as I wanted. Am I being absurd to want more precision than this with a water marble? Probably. I mean, probably. Yeah. But I mean, that's just... you guys a little bit there. I'm still recording, so I can't take too long to look at chat. I'll get caught up. I might record this whole left hand just to give myself lots to work with. Come here, spread it out. Whoa. Went really lopsided there. It should be salvageable though. That's the nice thing with not like intending to dip multiple nails, is you don't need to have like this big, wide, flawless design. You just need like a good spot. So like for this one, it's drifting to the side. Dipping your nail really close to the side can be difficult, so I'm taking that into account when I decide where I'm drawing. I'm going to start drawing over on this side. Start with just this little spike. Draw on that curl. Even that spike was almost a little too long. And then draw through again to extend it. And I don't think I really explained that too well in the video. Like, why are you drawing through it again? But I'll maybe try to mention that in the outro. See how that one, the design did not like just sink down when I dipped my nail in? That's because it was more wet. It's because I made up my mind and dipped quicker. Ooh, I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot, you guys. They're all gonna be a little bit different. Okay, I'm coming to terms with this. This is my process of coming to terms with the manicure that I envision versus the manicure that I'm capable of producing. You know? Alright, so this is our fourth one. Whoa. And it is kind of nice to just be doing like smaller bullseyes. Like bigger bullseyes can be fun to work with, and I mean, I'm always interested in saving time too. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh my god, dipping more fingers saves so much polish, and honestly, like, that's generally not a huge consideration for me because I have a lot of polish. That black ring is so fat. That's fatter than the last one. Oh well. Let's go right here. Just tiny. Ooh. And then just pull it out a little bit. Feel like, oh, it's crooked. I don't know how to fix it. It looks so crooked to me, but I don't know quite how to fix that. This is one of the other really nice things about this camera compared to my old camera. Pretty sure my old camera would have cut off by now. Well, not quite. We're not quite to 10 minutes. My old camera could only record in like 10-minute segments. This one can record in like 30-minute segments. I mean, I rarely need to do that, but... Oh, yeah, look at that one. Now, in placement with this, you could do a lot of things kind of differently with this design, just depending on how you placed it on your nail. You could dip it even a little shallower, so that the black was right on the tip of your nail. You could dip it a little bit deeper so that you got that next black ring on your nail. Or you could change the placement altogether. You could have it coming from your cuticle. Or the one that we did in red was coming from the side of the nail, which really is a little bit easier as far as you don't have to worry quite as much about really making things so narrow as you do with this, because obviously in most cases your nails are going to be longer than they are wide, so it's easier to fit it all on there. All right. This one is for the pinky. I hope I can make it skinny enough. None of the other ones were that skinny to make me go, okay, that one's for the pinky, which means we just really got to be careful here. Or it could possibly like overlap a little bit, and that would not be the end of the world if it was, you know, a little bit off the edge of the nail. Can you open up a little bit more, please, here? There we go. Go on right here. Small, tiny little spike. Tight little curl. Tight little curl. I hope you're narrow enough. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if that was good or not. Everybody hold your breath. Cross your fingers. Let me get some bless RNG in the chat. Oh, it's okay. I think it's okay. Oh, it's okay. See, look at that. That was close. That's okay, though. We didn't get very much white on the tip of this one. God, I really actually kind of like the way that looks. Maybe I should have gone for less white on the other ones. That's the type of shit, man. Maybe I should have gone for less white on the other ones. The pinky looks really good, you guys. Oh, the pinky looks super good. Oh, goodness. Okay, what have I missed over in chat here? All kinds of things. Okay, about here. Your personal dream is to hear room temperature water filtered through geodes, mined by my good friend Prospector Pompilo. Pomplio? Oh. Yeah, this is real. This is not something that you might look at and say, oh my God, that's water marbled. I think the middle finger is the best. The middle finger and the pinky. The index nail has just a tiny bit too much white at the tip, and the ring finger is a little bit crooked. The thumb is a little bit woogly. Technical term, of course, very woogly. Yeah. Yeah, the red one, because I wanted them all to go, so the usual way that I saw this design originally done was you do the bullseye and then you draw in like from 4 directions, and then you do the swirls on 2 opposite spikes. But then if you dip your nails, then the spikes are facing each other. So I used a stamper to have them all facing the same direction. And the red one was so nice. I was not completely happy with how it filmed and photographed. It was so nice in person though. I really liked it. Yeah, a secret cub stamp. Absurd perfectionist to the highest order? Yeah, could be. Oh. I mean, you guys saw what I struggled with these. I mean, we went from, you know, and I mean, look at this. Like, I could have had that and been like, well, why did that happen? I give up. But we just looked at it a little bit to figure out why were these two so different when I thought I was doing the same thing. Because that's the other thing. Like, if you want your nails to look the same when you're water marbling, you have to do the same thing. And they're still not going to look the same. Case in point. But yeah. Yeah, I do that sometimes, son. But then I'm like, well, what am I saving them for? What am I going to use them for? I'll confess, like, I considered, was it Christmas time, doing a holographic gradient. And I considered and then immediately changed my mind using some of my OPI designer series. Beanie, that's not for you. Get in your chair, buddy. Over here. Vicarious art. Yeah. Oh my God, Dino. Beanie. Come on, get in your chair, buddy. Don't mess in the closet. Thank you, Ninja. Woobly. Thank you. Thank you for the respect, Emre. Caught you lurking. Forced you out into the open with my use of woogly. Oh my God, Dino. I mean, you know what actually would be really cool, but see, then that would defeat the whole purpose of using the pearl. Well, not the whole purpose, because part of the purpose was just because it worked really well. I did a very... Okay, I don't even know where he went. Stay out of the closet. I did a very similar color combination, except it was just a plain white instead of white pearl. My last trip to California, and I used gunmetal powder on top of it. And that actually turned out really good. But come on, Dino, can't you just appreciate the subtle awesomeness of this? This one is the best, I think. That is closest to what I had in my head. The pinky also, like I said, if I'd been just like a little bit more, I would have almost completely eliminated the white at the tip. And that's like almost a completely different look than what you get on the middle finger. You'll dream. Yeah, I mean, part of me, like I said, if these swirls, if I'd been able to regulate their size a little bit more and get them just a little bit larger, that swirl would be a perfect place for a rhinestone beanie. Stop it. Get in your chair. Get in your chair. No, not under my feet. In your chair. In your chair. I'll give you a treat? Maybe. Okay, I lied. Beanie. You're not getting a goddamn treat. You're a traitor. You're a greedy traitor. No, I can't lie to him. I lied to myself. He's getting a treat. Then he'll ditch us again. You're so manipulative, Beanie. I have proof. I have video proof of your manipulation. Just so you know. I mean, you guys saw that. I asked him very nicely to get into his chair. I bribe him with a treat. Instant compliance. Oh, I dropped it. I'm sorry. Go down there and get it. You'll probably go down there and leave anyway, so you might as well just hop on down there. That's all. You can get in your chair or you can leave. You cannot go in the closet. Okay. So we're halfway done with the marble. We need to protect this hand. Beanie. Beanie, no. He's looking at me from under my desk, you guys, with puppy dog eyes. You are a cat, Beanie. Been hanging out with Clark too much. Not gonna let you manipulate me any... We already had closet time, Dr. Crotron. I'm not gonna let you manipulate me any further. Dr. Crotron, I have a bone to pick with you. No, not really. I have information to pass along to you, if you haven't noticed. It's information for my own benefit, though. And maybe it's not true. I got my other emote slot opened up, Dr. Crotron, but I don't have any emote to put there. But you do. Hey, stop. Get in your chair. Come on over here. Get in your chair. Up. Settle. The other day I was like, ooh, Dr. Crotron said that Crow All was going to... And wow, I really managed to fuck up this nail. Something terrible. What did I do? Look at all those dings and marks. Now where'd he go? Burger percent, yay. I don't want to start all the way over. I'm going to try and mask this worst one on the side here. And then the rest of them should get covered up by the water marble, I hope. And then hopefully Sesh Feet will help with the rest. God dang it, Nails. Oh, I was saying though, yeah, if you didn't notice, you probably have your next emote slot. If you qualify for it, do you qualify for another slot? That's just an assumption on my part. I'm so excited for it, but I don't know what to do now because I don't have a plan. And I got another one coming next month, and I also don't have a plan. You don't know. It's almost like you have a life and a job and you don't care exclusively about Twitch, Dr. Crotron? My God, like, how are we not your first priority? My God. No, don't worry about it, Dr. Crotron. I just want to spread the crow awe far and wide across Twitch. It's like, maybe I should just steal your crow awe idea and have Moon make me a beanie awe. Or maybe I should draw my own. I could draw my own beanie awe. I was originally considering a beanie with hearts for eyes, even before crow awe. But now if I made one, I would call it the awe emote to copy you. All my not all my emotes, a whole bunch of my emotes are just copied, basically. I mean, not like stolen copied, but like my thug one is copied from X because he's got his smoky thug. If I get some heart eyes, I'm gonna be copying Dr. Crotron. I mean, I guess just having like emotes of my pets is like copying probably like 80 million other people on Twitch. Are there any goddamn original emote ideas left? Probably yes, or if not original, at least not like completely rip off. I saw a thing, oh dang it. I saw a thing on Twitter the other day and it was like somebody posting their emotes right next to some emotes that were obviously like somebody had basically taken theirs and like changed the color of the little person's hair or some shit. Like, what kind of balls do you have to do that and then try to pass it? Beanie, no. No. You cannot go in the closet and then try to like pass it off as original as like their work. I'm just trying to get this little piece of latex that got on my nail. Beanie, you've been fed. I heard you get fed. And I don't know what your problem is. You had lots of outside time today. I took him out. We went in the garden. We spent like a lot of time outside. With and without his brother. Because Clark still sometimes forgets himself when he's outside and just gets so damn energetic because he's a puppy. Oh my God, guys. Have you heard about OxyClean? Yeah. Only judge on Twitch. The Crow Judge. Yeah, I mean, he very much did for a while, and it was like, okay, it actually is still freezing cold outside. It's like, you'd open the door to the porch, and he would like sniff the cold air and be like, fuck, that's too cold. So, like, now it's actually getting nice outside, and I make a point of like, because I lose track of time and I sit here and I spend all day in front of my computer doing, editing and thinking about editing and procrastination and watching Twitch and basically doing a bunch of stuff on my computer, both productive and not so much. And I really have been making a point to go outside with him and Clark and enjoy this like actual spring weather. Terrifying. I heard him. I think he's under the bed now. I hope there's nothing under there he can destroy. Alright, so we're going to water marble this hand, but we're not recording this, so we're not in as much of a, not exactly hurry, but I should be able to keep up with chat a little bit better. I'll be able to check in with you guys in between each one. So, let's begin. And like I said, the black is super empty. What I'm basically doing is just holding it like this, to get it down there instead of like, a lot of times, I think you guys can probably see when I'm on camera, I'll I'll have the bottle and I'll do a little bit of a lean like that. Like, this is too empty to even do that. I really need to actually... Yeah, then we wouldn't have to combine them, Dr. Crotron. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I should write that down. That's such a good idea. Okay, can I write left-handed, you guys? I can do a lot of shit left-handed. I'm concentrating so hard, y'all. I don't know how I'm holding this pencil. It feels super awkward, but... I mean, it's legible, right? Ish? Legible-ish? I'm so proud of myself. All right, Mama Noah. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm glad you could catch a stream. You got to see most of the good part. I don't think that top coat is gonna super transform these. Sometimes I would feel like leaving before top coat you were missing out, but I think you got to see the really good part of this already. So I hope you sleep well. Yeah, I like the megaphone idea. Because I use that in other people's chats all the time when their animals come out. When Beanie would approve of their fucking around. A bad megaphone. Megaphones are easy though. How could you mess up a megaphone? It's just a triangle. It would have to be a pretty bad triangle to be a bad megaphone. Okay. It is warm in here. Let's turn this off. It's way plenty warm enough in here. Okay. So, we just have to be careful not to drop anything with our taped up hands. And like I also kind of mentioned, when I'm dipping just one nail at a time, like I'm kind of glad that the pattern is not one that requires like a whole bunch of drops. Not just to conserve polish, but also just for time's sake. Like, not that the bullseye takes like forever, but sometimes it feels like it takes a long time. And to have to do like a long bullseye for only like one nail would probably irritate the shit out of me. This one's really lopsided too again. We should maybe clean up after this one. Can you spread just a bit more? Let's go over here. This might be the thumb. We'll see how big it turns out. Swirl. And swirl. And pull. Okay, that looks really kind of wonky. I'm going to pull through one more time carefully to hopefully clean that up. Yeah. Okay. I think that is going to be the thumb. So, oh, I touched the side of the cup. I overflexed. This could be bad. Could be bad. Oh no, it's fine. I can see it. Everything's fine. Oh, that's flawless. That one is flawless. Okay, it's a little tiny bit crooked, but it's flawless. Almost. Mostly flawless? That's not a thing. That's not what flawless means. Nobody nails from Kingdom Hearts. No, Ninja, that's not what it is. I mean, I guess it could be. Must come up with SSD? But which SSD, Doc? We had this conversation. Okay, now this does kind of annoy me how different these two thumbs are. I mean, granted, nobody's ever going to see them this way, and I don't, like, hold out my hands like this when people go, oh, can I see your nails? Like, obviously. But the fact that they're so different, like, this one is so, like, perfect and even, and this one's so squat and wonky. Whatever. Beanie. Little tease. Okay, let's clean off the surface here, because we were getting a really uneven spread on that one. Hardly see the white when it's in there all by itself. Make sure it spreads all the way to the edges. Whoa, and then pull it out like that. That was dried a little bit faster than I anticipated. Stop. Well, but, okay. But no buts. But it is just a tiny bit crooked. But, I mean, it's... If it might not even be the placement. It might just be... No, it is the placement. But, like, it's as close to perfect as any nail so far. It's got, like, the exact perfect amount of white. Everything is, like, really balanced on the nail. Of course, this middle finger is also very close to perfect. Very close to centered. Very perfect amount of white. Yeah. And I like doing water marbles that kind of don't look like water marbles. How'd you get on the bottom down there? I don't even know what that is. It's not a cannonball. Weird. Perfect. Yeah. Unless on occasion, if I've had a peely incident on the left hand, then I'll show the right hand. But yeah, I've been in that situation, like, you know, you're writing a check or you're doing whatever with your check card and they're like, oh, look at your nails. And it's like, oh, wait, here. Well, you know, and this is a special moment, you guys. Because those of you who are frequently stream watchers know that the right thumb gets no love. The right thumb, it's like, oh, what the fuck? It's the right thumb. Who even fucking cares? Nobody's going to be looking at you. Right thumb, you're like, the last nail to be done. I'm ready to be done with this manicure. Right thumb, you're just going to have to live with it. And right thumb's like, okay. Well, right thumb, today is your day. Queen for a day. Does anybody else have parents who reminisce about the weirdest ass sounding old TV shows? Do you know about this Queen for a Day show where they would, like, treat somebody and, like, turn a queen for the day? I mean, like, obviously not a real queen, but, you know, like, all pampered and shit. TV and movies are both weird. Like, sometimes you just catch yourself watching something and you realize, like, you know, they don't make shit like this anymore. They really just literally don't make shit like this anymore. Like the other day, my uncle was watching, what's that one? It's not Dumb and Dumber. It's the other one, Tommy Boy. And I was like, you know, they don't make these kind of movies anymore. Let's go right here. Just a little point. This little point is the key to keeping it even, I think, you guys. Because I'm really not having a lot of that lopsided problem that we started out having. Oh, look at that. It's so good. Okay, we're going to draw through again. Lightly. There we go. Man, that's nice. I think as nice as it is, I'm putting it on my middle finger to detract from the problems with the middle finger. If that makes sense. Whoosh. Okay. That make you sad the next day, like, oh, I'm not queen today. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You would wake up and you'd be like smiling for a minute, and then you'd be like, oh, wait, today's a regular ass damn day. Ooh, we've got a big old bubble. Oh, it's so crooked. Oh, it's so crooked. Oh, it's so crooked. Oh. Well, shit. I mean, I'm not gonna redo it. I'm not. I want to. I really want to. It's cause that nail is curved a little bit. Like when I was going, you see how the line of the that center line, it is on the center of my nail, and like from this there, that actually shows really well the very odd C curve this nail has. And I think that's why that didn't quite work out. Like from the angle I was at, it looked like it was going to still. Even look at, there's a little tiny trace of it right there. Like that's the center of the nail. But then it just went crooked because the C curve is, I mean, the whole nail goes a little bit weird. I mean, compared to like, where's like a regular nail? See that even C curve? See that uneven C curve? It's almost like a J curve. Well, it's not actually that curvy, but you know what I'm saying. Most manicures, that would have been the thumb. It's fine. You all could just spam the Clark emote subs. That is the it's okay emote. Per Luke. And I happen to agree. Yeah, that's the accent now. Like, oh my god, every manicure has to have an accent now. Just like every laundry has to have OxyClean. Okay. This is Billy Mays' theme. Gotta rip it off. It would not be ripped off, Doc. It would be peeled off, please. Well, sometimes, okay, so sometimes, I remember there's one post on my blog, one day my blog, I will go back to you. And it's called Millennium Covers All Sins. China Glaze Millennium is a one coat silver. And the manicure, it was like, I just kept messing up, and every time I messed up, I just painted on another coat of Millennium and started with the brand new, fresh, just silver base. But obviously this pearl white is not like that powerful. If I'd have known I was going to have problems, I could have given a protective layer of Seche Vite and just like neatly offed the marble. In theory, I could like off the marble with a Q-tip dipped in polish remover. It doesn't bother me that much. Honestly, that's like a last resort type of a thing for me. Billy Mays here. Pliers. God, Dr. Crotron. I hope this macabre path you're going down is not like a sign of how well or how poorly your trip is going. Okay. Why am I clearing my throat? I'm not recording a tutorial right now. That's the muscle memory for nail art. Just like sometimes in Hollow Knight and you go and you do something, you're like, wait a minute, I don't need to do that because it's a rando. I don't need to do that because I'm not recording. Oh, goodness. We've just got 3 more cups, you guys. 3 more cups. Let's just get through it. We can do it. We can do it. I think, I dropped a drop of the precious black on the napkin, you guys. The black is so precious right now. I don't know how I got this low on a basic black. OPI black falls under my basic blacks. OPI black, China Glaze black. Can you please just like spread a little tiny bit more? No? Okay. That's a very small spike. There. It's fine. This is fine. Ooh, that's a beautiful spiral. It's so pretty. No, you don't match. You're not as beautiful. Okay, I just screwed that up. Let's just not. Can I salvage this over here maybe? And then... Okay. I'm not loving that, but it's better than the one that it replaced. Ooh, this whole thing is loose. Can I pull you a little bit? Like... Or pull you down a little bit? I'm just going for it. I don't want to do a whole nother cup. I may regret this. No, I'm not going to do it. No. Stop. It's not intentionally piss myself off again by dipping into a subpar design. If I were going to do an April Fool's manicure, which I don't know if I will because, I mean, April Fool's is coming up pretty quickly here. On the very first veil marble that I did, somebody left a comment that it looked like a butthole. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. I mean, you're right. And I was like, oh, I could do like a flesh toned base color and like a light pink veil on top of it. I could do butthole nails. Then I was like, I don't know if that, even for April Fool's Day, is going too far. But of course, there's also like, you know, Nail Sunny out there with the nails that'll actually poop on your finger. So maybe just a butthole nail is like really not going that far at all. I like this side. Ooh, that's very little. This might be a pinky. You're not anchored, and I don't like that. You don't match, and I don't like that. It's fine. It's not anchored. Do you see how the design is just like spinning and floating in there? I hate when that happens. But I don't want to anchor it because that would possibly stretch the design. And right now it is like the right size-ish, I hope. And I'm just casually doing this while Chad is probably like losing their shit over me talking about the butthole veil marble. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. With a rhinestone. Yeah, isn't there one too where it's like a giving birth nail or some shit? I don't know. On the one hand, I 100% approve because, like, sometimes nail art is not just about nail art. Like, sometimes it's just about, like, having fun or having a good time. You see this wasted drop of black here, you guys? So sad. Oh, dang, my tweezers are sticky. Stop that. And I also kind of approve of the shock value, too. But on the other hand, I also am kind of a believer that, like, manicures should be wearable. And that shit's not wearable. The cat butt nails. Yeah, poisonous. We could do gray nails with the pink butthole. And they could be Beanie's butthole nails. Totally serious. But that would be the one to do in the Billy Mays voice. And now, we're going to do a veil. We're going to use pink. It's going to look just like a butthole. Live ants. I have not seen that. I don't think I want to see that. Think like an actual thing crawling out of your nail, I think could give me nightmares. It might already have given me nightmares. I should probably just go look now because my imagination is probably making it so much more creepy than it is. But blah. Not down with putting live anything anywhere in your body, on your body, none of that. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought these butthole nails couldn't get any better, it's time for top coat. You'll have the glossiest butthole around. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm losing my shit. You welcome our new ant overlords. Yes. Okay, we've got 2 nails left, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so hot right now. I should have turned off that space heater previous to that. I'm always worried it's going to get too cold in here while I'm water marbling because we don't have any heat. But like, it was warm today. I didn't have the space heater on all day until it was like just before stream time. Because I'm assuming it's going to get cold overnight again. Like, it's not fucking actually spring yet. This 65-degree day or whatever it got up to is a complete debate. Okay, we got a better spread here. I don't know how we were so blessed, but... And I've been picking up the white on the last one just to make sure I get a really nice big fat drop for the center. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping off of just water, you guys. I'm sorry. Big center because we need to have room for, you know, the rest of our nail to not, like, reach the other side of the bullseye. Oh, that's a cute one. Look at that swirl. Oh, they match. Look at those matching. Carefully. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That one's destined for the ring finger. Oh no, is it the ants? Is it the ants? I don't know if I want to look or not. Remember, my channel is marked mature. Oh no, you're crooked. Oh, it's fine. It's crooked though, but it's fine. God, it would be so easy for me to let that ruin my day, but guess what? In the grand scheme of things, all this shit is minor. And it's supposed to be a fun, entertaining distraction, and if it's not a fun, entertaining distraction, then like, what the fuck am I even doing? So let's keep it a fun, entertaining distraction. I kind of had trouble a little bit, like I did last night, like getting myself psyched up to stream, but I want Wednesday night nails to become like a stable part of my schedule. So when I do have a schedule, I really want to try to stick to it. I'd like to try and stream tomorrow too, but Tuesday and Thursdays I don't quite firmly have added into my schedule yet. Oh, I didn't take off my tape. Oh well, it has to wait now. A little small guy. A little swoopy guy. Oh, that's kind of weird looking. Can we match that little weird? Yeah, actually, that's fine. And then just like so delicately and softly through there. Like that. It's a little bit long, isn't it? Just dip out the edge. There's a little tiny hole there where I dipped that out. I'm not sure if you can see it. But again, this is a case where since the base color is the same, you're not going to notice. And I'm just going to dip it like this because this actually seems like a really good angle. I know you guys probably can't see as well, but I think that actually worked really well to line it up. Like sometimes you want to get like an overhead perspective, sometimes from the side, sometimes like from the front. It can vary depending on the nail, depending on the hand. And it's still crooked. Okay, at least they're all, except for the pinky, crooked in the same direction. This is another nail that is a little bit of a weird bend to it, or a little bit of a weird curve. But God, how did I get these all? I mean, the left hand is much, much straighter than the right. I'm not tripping here. Alright. Carefully with this. Like, this can, like, wig out and get on other nails that are not dry. You don't want that to happen. Ow. That was like a weird wrist feeling. Like I'm gripping my tweezers too hard and frequently and repetitively. I don't think I use my tweezers often enough to get repetitive stress in my wrist from it. I certainly hope. Okay, so cleanup. Next. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Well, that's not too bad, actually. Most of that will go away. A lot of that is on the sidewall, not on the nail. Otherwise, that would be very distracting. Although, if you could perfectly size your center ring, what you could do is almost like a border nail. Like, picture this part of the bullseye coming around and like wrapping the side and wrapping the bottom and wrapping the other side. You know what I mean? So that like if the whole nail were kind of like, I mean that would be super tricky, especially because you'd get it like good size and then you'd have like your pinky in there throwing shit off and your thumb throwing shit off. Totally skeeved out now. In case they're in chat. Yeah, any lurking ants. I don't hate ants. I just don't want ants in my nails. This is fine. Is that where that came from? There is a "This is fine" emote, and I had it on my channel for a while, but nobody used it. Is he the little dog, or is the little dog just some other character? Potato! Everybody, that little adorable green creature is a very happy cabbage. Allow that wonderful piece of information to brighten your evening. Thank you for joining us. We're about to do cleanup. We had some frustrating times. We got some ones that came out here pretty crooked. But overall, this is really turning out very close to what I wanted. Like I said, if all of them were like that, or like this one, or like that one, or like this one if it wasn't crooked. I mean, I could nitpick them all day. I'm trying not to. I guess I could try harder. Burn a nation before it gives you burning. Okay, let's okay, here it is. I was gonna say, where's my cleanup brush? Now that you say that, I can picture him with like the skin melted off too, actually. No, yeah, okay. Yeah. I was introduced to that meme on Twitch. I was introduced to lots of memes on Twitch. Some of them I know the origins of, and some of them I do not. Wow, it could be Descending Dark too. It's not. It just kind of, well, it actually evolved. It evolved because I did this design last month and I wanted to do it again with a different placement. And with these colors, because these colors just happen to draw with the clean precision that's needed for this particular design. All right, we can continue chatting. Do I need more acetone here? Maybe in a minute. We can continue chatting as we clean up, because generally speaking, unless there's like something special going on, I do not narrate the cleanup anymore, because some of the repetitive stuff is not so bad, and sometimes it's just like, oh man, I told y'all about this last video. But I always try to keep in mind that like there's new people that have not seen all my videos or any of my videos necessarily, so I don't want to like, not cover everything. But like with cleanup especially, I just start mentioning like that it's gonna happen instead of like actually narrating over it. Oh, I need to remember. Somebody pointed out I have the wrong size brush linked in my links, because I think I used to use the size that's linked, and then one time I went to Michael's and I was looking, I was like, I know it looks like this, but I don't know what size I usually use, and I like imaginary nail cleaned up standing there in the Michael's aisle, and I was like, I like this one, and it actually is a little bit of a larger one. Of course, I mean, what size really works best for you will also depend on, what size your hands and your nails are. I have pretty big hands. So So you may not need one that's quite as big as the one that I use. And really, I feel like I said this every single time I've cleaned up lately. I want to try a rounded one. And I think I have one that I could use, and I just keep forgetting to get it out. Because I've tried an angled one and was not really a fan of that. It didn't work out very well for me. But I could see how a rounded one would be nice. Especially after watching Music Gal with hers. Because she has been streaming her manicures. Anybody that knows Music Gal from in here and hasn't followed her here on Twitch yet, go drop her a follow. She does nails usually like once a week on her Twitch, if she has time. Because streaming, I mean, it takes longer to do my nails on stream than it would just like sitting here. But it's also more fun, so. Oops. That fuzzy, get out of there. I mean, it's actually like quite a lot different than just sitting here talking to myself as I record the tutorials. Oops. Sorry about that. Nudged you guys a little bit. Yeah, these are looking nice. Nice. Yeah, who would know it's a water marble? Thank you, Dr. Crotron. Ants on a log. These are godlike. Thank you, Dr. Crotron. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've done a lot of blue and purple stuff. I mean, the coral one was really kind of unintentional and a little bit out of my normal comfort zone. These I really like. And I think they're a lot, kind of like a refreshing change from the other more colorful ones we've done this month. Man, I really had my fingers in there deeply, didn't I? I guess I should have overdone it with the latex in order to not to have to overdo it with the cleanup. Oop. Okay, that's fine. Touch the paper towel, but they're dry enough that it didn't smudge me at all. Now, I mean, like, they're not fully dry at this point. I wouldn't want to walk around and do much, but like they're dry enough to withstand a slight bump without it being catastrophic. So not much under the nails in this one, or if it is, it's invisible. If I got some of the white under there, some of them did have like the remainder of the line under the tip of the nail. So I do always try to give a little swipe with the Q-tip under the tip there. Kalamata olives. Son, I feel like we have such completely opposite food tastes because you're always talking about how foods I love you think are nasty. Olives are so yummy. I mean, plus, like, okay, how much do you hate olives that you're like, I would rather have ants? This is true. We agree on coffee. Which is that's an important one. Obviously. Try enough for rando bingo time. Well, oh god, it's already 10 o'clock. I actually haven't eaten a proper dinner. Or lunch or breakfast. My food today consists of a moderately sized handful of cheese popcorn and a couple slices of dried mango and my very sweet and creamy tea this morning. So I probably should eat real food after this. Probably tomorrow night though, potato. If I were to say what my Thursday night schedule is, it's that Thursday night is for weekly Hollow Knight racing things. And my mood determines, like, if I go just for the rando or for the rando bingo. Well, mood and time. If I'm going to do, like, all three of the weekly things, though, I need to work that out a little bit more. I either need to stream more or I need to do more of the racing stuff offline. Because I also want to get better on my speed running. If you run a randos, you're not running speed runs. Especially after that really embarrassing any percent last night. Well, it wasn't embarrassing, but I was not proud of it, like, at all. My watcher nights just still need so much work. I've put in hours on that fight, like, so many times. I can't believe that I still need to put in more hours. Because, like, even if I were to do it once, like, that's not the goal. The goal is to be able to, sorry I'm off camera. Thumb's always a little awkward. The goal is to be able to consistently do it in a speed run. Not just, like, to do it one time and be like, oh, it's okay. Like, I need to be able to do it consistently. Dr. Crotron, did I tell you, I don't think you were here the other night. I feel like I'm almost getting good at Failed Champion. Which is not something that I ever thought I'd say. But, like, I can... The turd nuggets, of course, are the thing, but, like, I can dodge his moves now. Which I feel like I used to be unable to do. I had to fight him without Upgraded Fireball, because Upgraded Fireball was at 900 Essence. So I had to, like, actually learn how to do it, like, better than I had been. So that also indicates one step closer to 106 runs. And I will catch up with Chad as soon as I finish cleaning up this hand. It's like once I get into it, I don't like pausing and going back and forth. That's pretty good. That one's a little bit wonky. Okay, don't overdo it trying to make it smooth, Colette. A little bit wonky in a small gap is better than completely smooth in an absurdly sized gap. Actually, I think I need, like, one more. Are you clean? Whoa, you're clean. Come here. Got a little bit more here, and then we're going to press our bubbles flat. I don't have any too obvious, like, sometimes, actually, wow. Can the camera quite pick that up? Nope. In person, on a couple of these, I actually can see the little hole that I left at the tip of the spike. But it's like literally like it's like a change in the reflection. It's like such a subtle little thing. Olives, cheese, and peanut butter, non-negotiable. Wait a minute, I missed a whole bunch of food talk. No, coffee's nasty and pointless, Dino. Olives are awful. But there's so many different kinds of olives, too. There's, like, black olives. There's, like, Kalamata olives. There's, like, green olives. There's olives that are, like, stuffed with cheeses. Cabbages can be okay, like in a coleslaw or something with sauce to make it not taste like cabbage. Chicken pot pie. Cheese popcorn is good, but I mean, like, I didn't eat like a meal-sized portion of it, which is, I mean, probably good to not just eat a meal-sized portion of cheese popcorn. Yeah. You would refuse to go on living without olives. Yes, the umami Karen. Yes. This is true. Well, they leave behind a little bit of their oil. Like, I like to have somebody who likes, like, chunks of tomatoes or stuff to, like, give to. Pineapple on pizza, that's a polarizing one. I don't know if I've ever actually had an anchovy, but I like sardines. So I probably would be okay with anchovies in moderation, because they're, like, real powerful, right? Sauerkraut is a hell no for me. Cheese is a hell yes. Coconut is a hell yes. Beanie is literally, so, like, his chair is here. He's, like, right there on the bed. He's an asshole. Coffee is the blood of life. Kimchi, hell no, but my mom loves it. I'm not down with it because it's like all kinds of things that I'm not super fond of. No, coffee scent is the worst part about it, Sakrista. Fresh kimchi, never sour. No, isn't that an oxymoron? Isn't the whole thing about kimchi is that it's like half rotten? I've seen things on how they make traditional kimchi, and don't they like fucking bury it in a hole or some shit? Or am I thinking of some other weird food? Coffee smells like tuna. Okay, that would be weird. I also like tofu. I dislike lots of things. I also like lots of things. I literally, I mean, I own my picky eaterness. And I will try just about anything. Just about. I mean, I'm not going to rule out something where it's just like, can't do it. But generally, I will try just about anything. Fermented. Well, I mean, fermenting kind of is just a polite word for rotten, isn't it? Okay. The white balance is doing weird shit again. I apologize. Maybe if do we have something colorful I could stick over here? I've got an AdSense sticker. It's been floating around my desk. Will you help the white balance? Look, it does. That's so weird. My hand is changing colors all over without that. If I put this here, it kind of acts right. Okay, we'll just put you right. Can we fit you like on the corner? Just like right there? The white balance is so weird. I'm just on the lookout for any tiny small bubbles. And with the flat end of my orange stick, I'm not popping them. I'm pressing them flat. I mean, I'm popping them too. But like somebody, I think it was on YouTube, somebody said they like tried popping them with a pin, like after they dipped. And I'm assuming it probably was the same effect as like immediately top coating and you just got a hole. Like after the cleanup, your polish is like fairly dry, but not so dry you can't move it. Can you guys see? Let me... There. See that one right there? At the arc of the M. Well, from this angle, I guess they look like W's. So, not like a whole ton of bubbles on this one. A few scattered small ones on the thumb. There you can see one right below the arc of the M. And a few like right there. See that one? Right there. So that's what I'm working on pressing flat right now. Gee, thanks, Dr. Crotron. So, Krista, I agree with you on that. Texture plays a huge part for me also. Like bacon, I can't do floppy bacon. I need like firm to crispy bacon. And again, just pressing. Sometimes dragging a little bit. Like depending on where the bubble is in the design. Like you don't want it to, like a bubble's a dome. You don't want to press it into a part of the design that's of another color. If that makes sense. As you press it flat. Like I wouldn't want to press a black part flat to where it bent into like the pearl. For most bubbles, that's not a huge issue. But sometimes like with these little tight lines, you'll see I pull in the direction of the line to smooth the bubble like that. Instead of if I were to smooth it that way, then the tip of that line would be slightly leaning that way. Cooking at 98.6 degrees. Turgid bacon. That just... Okay, I don't like that word. I think. Because that just makes bacon sound bad. And bacon's not bad. Turgid. It sounds... naughty. Okay. A few more bubbles. And then, you guys, you know what time it's going to be? Top coat time. No, I was going to go and do another Billy Mays thing, but I'm not going to. I don't have the energy. Squidgy. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what food could be called squidgy. That's kind of a... Like a texture definitely comes to mind. I can't think of anything I would eat that would be that texture. Small bubbles. Small bubbles sometimes are the biggest hassle because they're almost harder to pop than the larger bubbles. But they're just as... I mean, they'll leave a very uneven finish if you don't take a minute. This one, I bet you guys can even see. Okay, look at here. There. See it popping up right there? I mean, it's got quite a profile on it. So, you want to press that flat as possible. Get the air out. If you don't, I think I might have already said this, but if you don't, it'll pop when you top coat it, and then like right there, you'd have a big hole with the pearlescent base showing through in the middle of the black. Which is, I mean, like worst case scenario. Depending on where it's placed, depending on the color that you use as a base color, maybe, you know, more or less worse or good. That's not proper words. You know what I mean. Sometimes it's better or worse than others. Yeah. Alright. Just about done. And sometimes looking at it from a profile can really help because you can still see, like even after you press the bubbles flat, you'll still be able to see where they were. So sometimes you just need to look like at the nail profile to make sure that you actually pushed it flat, or if you're still seeing a little bit of the bubble sitting up. Does that make sense? I hope so. You guys have to just tell me if I'm ever just like not making any sense so that I can better explain myself, because I'm doing my best. But sometimes I know my brain is not normally processing things. Wait, who didn't grow into her skin? Wait a minute, what? A wrinkly cat? Is that what we're talking about? I have to scroll back up. Yeah, Trixie. Trixie is squidgy. Bananas are squidgy? Informal. Soft and wet, and changing shape easily when pressed. Bread which has just come out of the oven is often still squidgy in the middle. See, now I would say that bread dough is what comes more to mind when I think of squidgy, which you don't eat just as dough. But yeah, fresh insides of bread, I could see how that could be squidgy. Crisp to flop balance, yes. Okay, so you want to know the secret to bacon, as learned from Elton Brown? Cook it in the oven, and you cook it like on a cookie sheet, and you put it into a non-preheated oven, so that as the oven preheats, something about going through the preheating process instead of just putting it in a hot oven causes the fat to render more efficiently. And you get like the best, like not too crispy, but not floppy and not all super fatty. And it's like the best freaking bacon. Yes, you can do that too. Okay, guys. We've got a nice full bottle of Seche Vide. I remembered to refill my Seche Vide last time. I'm so proud of myself. Never. But it's easier, it's tastier, and it's less dangerous. Like you're not gonna, well, I suppose you still could get spat at when you like take it out. I swear to you though, it's so good. Bacon fat and chocolate chip cookies. Now, I mean, if you make chocolate chip cookies, I suppose that would be fine. I'm not a huge chocolate chip fan, to be honest. I have 2 kinds of cookies within arm's reach of me right now, I will confess, and neither has any chocolate in it. I got the triple butter cookies and I got some lemon cookies. Okay, we're going to top coat, you guys. Top coat equals best coat. Once you're done with cleanup, you can finish with top coat, and as usual, I'm using Seche Vide. I'm not expecting any super miracles, but top coat is always good. Might need to do 2 coats. We'll see how the flattened bubbles react. Sometimes they play nicely, and sometimes they kind of rise up through the top coat and give you kind of like a not desirable, like dappled finish. And usually a second coat of top coat will help that out. Whoa, what is that on my brush? Get off. Get off of my brush. Ew. It was the crusty bit from around the neck. That was really messy. Now I've got like extra top coat over here. Oh, I've got a little hole there. Oh, god damn it. I mean, it's fine, but god damn it. And all this goober. You see it right in the arc of that M there? It's just a little tiny pinprick. Oh, you guys can't see it. You're too far away. I'll show you when I'm done with this hand. The tutorial camera is catching it in all its irritating glory. I can maybe fix it, though. That's exactly what I did not want to happen, though. Oh, well. Apparently, I did not get all the air out. Gotta change the focus. See it right there? Just little and tiny. Little and tiny, but still a hole. Oops. Focus, go back here-ish. No, not quite right there. Like right here. That's better. Fun to cook in real-time progress. With peanut butter for dipping, I could maybe get behind that because there was a peanut butter chicken at this Chinese place that I used to really like. So I can do like savory peanut butter, so I could see peanut butter with bacon. We're going to do the right hand top coat, and then we're going to do a little bit of touch up, and then I think we'll do a second coat of top coat. Because I think we might get a couple over here that get bubble holes also. And we'll just, do I have, oh yeah. I tried to clean up a little bit of my desk, and I put away some of my brushes, and I was like, for a minute, I was like, crap, do I even have any small brushes still out? But I had forethought and did not completely put away my brushes. Yay me. Oh, the Elva sandwich, yeah. Wait, is that the peanut butter banana or bacon banana? Peanut butter bacon banana, or is there marshmallow fluff also? It's like some weird things. Maybe it's all those things that I said. Okay. There's another little tiny bubble. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to get this lid. That'll work. Gravy and noodle and sausage and stuff. So the bacon is, what is the word? Banished to the oven. Pickle in there too, witty bitty. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's great. None of the stuff that's in it is stuff where I'm like, oh my god, that's my favorite stuff. I bet it's like just all favorite things. It's all stuff that I'm kind of meh about. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to get out just a little bit of black. Like literally all we need is the tiniest amount. We're going to use this little tiny brush here, and we're going to cover up this little tiny hole here. Like that. And there's another even smaller one right here. Ah, I'm seeing them all over now that I'm like getting up in my nails business. There's a little tiny one right there. And right there. And a little tiny bit right here. And right there. Okay. How about this hand? Am I steady enough to fix this? Like just a tiny... Oh, my hands are shaking. That's not perfect, but I don't think I want to mess with it too much. That is also something you just have to learn to do. Like stopple your head. And... Okay. That's all that we're doing. I'm going to let that set for just a minute, and then we're going to do another coat of top coat and hope that it doesn't streak. Yeah, just stick some olives in there. Sandwiches in general are not like my favorite thing ever. I don't know. They're okay. They're okay when made well. I think part of it is a lot of the stuff that's like on a sandwich is stuff that I did not like as a kid. And a lot of it is stuff that I still do not like as an adult. Let's see if I can clean off the neck of this. Is that little goober still there? Where'd you go? Where'd the piece go that kept getting stuck on the neck of my brush? Did I knock it off somewhere else? I must have, because it's not there anymore. Is this dry? That's dry. Okay. Just going to do the second coat. Hope for no streaking. I mean, it's pretty dry, so it shouldn't. But I'll just also try not to like overly stroke over it, because obviously the top coat will somewhat re-soften it. Just use that light touch with the top coat. Just guide it over the nail with the brush, kind of like when stamping. You don't want the brush to actually like drag on the nail. You just want the brush to like guide the polish over the nail. And I still can see some bubbly things, some bubbly like characteristics, I guess I could say. But I don't think they're showing up too badly on camera. Like on this middle nail at the base. Yeah, you can't even see it on camera. Never mind, there's nothing there. Nope, no problems here. This is the weirdest one, I think. It turned out so squat and wide. Well, okay, so there's three main things I need to do before I start the swatching project. For those of you who are new here, I say that all the time. But I mean, there could be new people at any time. Lurking, deciding if this is a stream that's cool or a stream that's a little bit too fucking weird for them. I've got like over 3,000 bottles of polish, and I want to swatch them all. The first thing that really needs to be done, which I made like an astounding amount of progress on in January, and then I kind of like stalled out, is to finish sorting and organizing my polishes. I've still got a couple of boxes to go through. You can see them on Beanie's camera over there. That box is full of nail polish. I want to get everything sorted out of the boxes and bags into either the Helmers or into the overflow shoe boxes. I've got 6 Helmers and I've got oodles of shoe boxes. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that I need to learn how to use my label maker, which, I mean, that shouldn't take very long. It should be fairly easy. And number 3, which I need to kind of get on because I think I'm probably going to order them from China. The listing that I was looking at, and that can take like a long time. I want to order cabochons to go on the top of all my bottles. So when I swatch, I'll be doing a swatch stick and a cabochon. And the swatch sticks are going to have labels for my label maker, and the cabochon, somebody linked me to these little glue dots that I want to look into a little bit more or something. And so then when I open my drawers, you'll just be able to, whoa, it'll be beautiful. And then we'll have the swatch sticks and we can play with those however we want to. But those 3 things need to happen. I haven't made any progress on it this month. January, I don't know if it was New Year's resolution type of feeling or what. January was awesome. February was And then March has just been like trying to keep up with Water Marble March and trying to keep up with real life. And it's like I said before, this is the little area, and this is the little area of neatness in this room. This is like, don't look at that. That's like more what's going on. There's like boxes there. There's shoe boxes here. There's shoe boxes in that stash also. You could see it's like a box, and then those are shoe boxes. And I'm not sure, they should have a label. I'm not sure if those are sorted or if they still need to be sorted. I knew at the time I stacked them there. The fuck? Okay. Apparently I have ghosts. Because that like fell out of there, out of my hutch. Is that what that thing's called? I got like a thing. Anyway, this is the manicure that we did today, you guys. I'm really happy with it. I mean, you know, aside from all the things I was complaining about. The Helmers, let's see. If I turn this just a little bit, they're right here. They've got these kind of, you can kind of see, they're like perfectly nail polish height. Each one has 6 drawers like that in it. They're from IKEA. So I've got 4 right there, like right next to the desk, and then I've got 2 on the other side of the room. And they're basically just little sets of drawers. They're perfect size for nail polish. Yeah, I was sick and dragging in February. January too, actually, but it was like, if I can't do anything else, I should be able to take polish from a box and put it into a drawer and put it onto my spreadsheet in cases where I was positive that it wasn't on my spreadsheet. I know that my spreadsheet is not complete, and it probably won't be until we finish the swatching project, because boxes where I realized I had a jumble of on the spreadsheet and not on the spreadsheet just ended up getting put away instead of like searching each individual polish to check if it was on the sheet or not. So yes, but I feel like the cabochons would be cooler. Like, because a lot of caps you have like the raised OPI. Like, you're not going to get a real smooth finish. How can I, there. I'm like trying to catch this at the right angle so that you can see that it's not just like, you know, it's. And a surprising number of bottles are like that. Some of them I'm undecided. Some have the names on the top of their caps. Am I going to like peel that off and stick it somewhere else? Am I going to put the cabochon right on top of that? Am I going to put the cabochon somewhere else? There's like all these little minor questions that I keep feeling like I should monkey polish. What monkey polish? That I feel like I should decide on before I start, and realistically I probably can't decide everything. Shit, I still barely can decide if I'm printing the top of the swatch sticks or the bottom, and if I'm using top coat or not. Not barely. I can't. I don't know. So I feel like I'm closer than I've ever been, but at the same time, I still feel like I'm really far away from actually starting the project. I said the other day, we were talking about cross-stitching and stuff, I said that if you catch me cross-stitching on this channel before I've started swatching, I am procrastinating, and you have to call me on it. Oh, was it? I should have done something for that. I mean, my asthma's under pretty good control, thankfully, but I've had periods where it has not been. Back in the day, I was hospitalized multiple times for my asthma. Okay, so let's see. You guys, let's see where I can send you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out. Like I kind of mentioned, I kind of had to amp myself up to stream, but I'm always so glad when I stream. It's so fun hanging out with you guys. It's so nice to have a distraction. It's also very productive because this will be up on YouTube Sunday. The spirograph water marble will be up either tomorrow or Friday, depending on how I feel about editing tonight. But I don't know where I was going with that other than, I really appreciate you guys giving me an outlet and a distraction. And oh, I didn't think this was tonight. I thought he said he wasn't playing again until Thursday. Oh, I'm kind of torn now, but I don't see anybody creative to go to anyway, really. I'm going to send you guys to some Hollow Knight. Thank you, Dino. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Sunburn. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. It's like, I know I don't always keep up with chat. I try really hard. It gets hard, but I appreciate that you guys are chatting with each other too. I know you're not every single comment obviously is directed specifically toward me. I don't know when that would ever happen. Good night, Sakrista. Thank you. I'm gonna send you guys over to it's kind of funny because actually both of the Ludos are playing Hollow Knight right now. I'm gonna send you guys to Level Up Ludo. And he is a pretty he's playing a casual playthrough. He's playing through blind. I've given him just like a couple mechanical tips and like he ran with it. Like I told him, I was like, just FYI, if you're in danger, you could pogo on the spikes. And he was like, oh, really? And went off and fought Brooding Molech, who you guys know is like my least favorite easy boss. But I'm gonna raid you guys over there. Simple little raid. If you guys want to have a raid message, it's probably we'll all kind of chill out for a little while this evening while I grab some food and put some food in my tummy. Hopefully stream tomorrow. I a lot of this I'm just playing by ear, you guys. Still dealing with some of the family health stuff and basically kind of waiting on some bad news that may come in a day or a week or longer than that. So, that's kind of tough. I don't want to end on like a weird note, but yeah, I hope that I'll be able to stream tomorrow, and I hope that I will see you guys there. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, or morning wherever you are, and I hope I'll see you next time.
Oh, dude, okay. That's really weird. Oh, is this the first time you got in front of for his name? I have no idea, but I guess I just did. Yo, dude, Flip, thank you for the host, dude. Colette, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness, dude. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hi, if you haven't met me before, I'm Ludo. Nice to meet you. And it's good to see you, dude. Tonight we are playing some Hollow Knight, and it is going quite well so far. It's been a minute since we played. Maybe about like a day or so, but it's good to see you guys. So seriously, thanks so much for popping in. Doing my best to figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing because we took like a day or two off or so. But it's been a blast so far. It's been very, very fun. So I hope you guys had fun with Colette, dude. Thank you so much for stopping by.